been a while since we've had a live. I am Keith, your man of letters. For those of you that are new, and for those of you that are old, what up? Welcome back. Happy to see you guys. As per usual, we're going to get a couple minutes in before we launch the live so that, so we get more people in here. But if you're already in here, I'm almost out of gin. What up? I can't see what you guys are saying quite yet because I haven't opened my phone yet. But pour yourself a glass of wine, kick your shoes off, stay a while, roll up some oregano, do whatever it is you do, sit there and meditate for a second or two. Just do what you gotta do to get ready for the squad. And you guys want to donate to the Man of Letters Fund? Guess and get me another bottle of this botanist gin. That would be nice. All right. Opening the chat. Ooh, Peace Dealer just went live as well. All right. Ooh, Peace Dealer just went live as well. 1 second, y'all. All right. We are in action, y'all. What up? Art Campos. You look new, man. Have you been here before? I don't recognize that name. How's it going? Jennifer Pete. How's it going? Rebooted Mind. How you guys doing? You guys all having a good night? Thanks, Pops. I gotta burn them until they... These are the test run candles, so we gotta light them all to get them out of the way. What up, Flory? Queen Alcastrologist. You guys see me looking down here at my phone? It's because I'm looking at your comments. So I'll try to make as much eye contact as possible, but I got to read what you're saying at the same time. Oh, I'm doing great, Jennifer. A little tired, but doing good. Shake the Snake. What up, man? Are there supplements to help with lucid dreaming? It's funny you should ask. Yes, there is. A bunch. I make one of those said bunch. There's a whole bunch of lucid dreaming herbs. The one I make has Calea Zacatechichi, aka Mexican dream herb, has that mixed with mugwort. It's a very specific alchemical reduction of plant matter called the spagyric process, which separates the plants into its 3 different parts, concentrates them, and then puts it back in, which means it's super potent. That being said, mugwort, Mexican dream herb, African dream root. Rosemary doesn't really help for lucid dreaming, but it does help with memory. So some people use rosemary for remembering the dreams because that's the biggest hurdle in the beginning, is just being able to remember them. But the mugwort helps with that, and so does the Mexican dream herb. What other herbs help with lucid dreaming? I guess lavender is good. It calms your nerves and your nervous system, so that might help you get into a deeper sleep. But mugwort, African dream root, Mexican dream herb are pretty much your four heavy hitters when it comes to specifically. And it's not that they induce lucid dreams; it's that they increase the clarity of your dream, like the detail, the amount of detail that you see, the amount of color that you see, and how much you bring back with you as far as memory. So the better you get with those three things, the higher your chances of going lucid. To my knowledge, there's no supplement you can take that will make you blast off into the lucid realm just like that. And anyone who says that they have a product that does that is full of shit, in my opinion. I would say send me a free bottle and let me see if that's the truth or not. But those are some supplements. Also, well, I mean, we'll get into all of this in a second. Actually, we'll get into it now. We'll start the video. We're probably 10 minutes in. The biggest part of lucid dreaming isn't the supplement you're taking. It's actually the practices that you're doing when you're awake. One, dream journaling. And the other, what we call reality checks. Dream journaling, obviously, is just writing down your dreams in the morning. Make sure you do it as soon as you wake up. Preferably when you wake up in the middle of the night, make a couple of notes, depending upon how bad you want to lucid dream. Write the entire dream or write a few words that will make it be remembered when you wake up. The dream journaling alone will do more than any supplement will ever do for you. I compare. So like, I make this lucid dreaming tonic, right? I would compare this and dream journaling as I would taking protein and working out. I can take all the protein in the world, but if I don't actually work out, I'm not going to see results. Same thing. You can take all the dream herbs you want, but if you're not doing the dream journaling and you're not doing the waking life stuff, then you might see some improvement. It might be here and there, it might be kind of spotty, but it's supposed to work in tandem with an actual process, you know? Yeah. Kia Moore, I'm glad you like the vibe. If there's one thing I do well, it's setting up a good vibe. So I appreciate that comment more than you realize. Trying to find time to dream whenever you sleep. Yeah, smash that. I love this. It's not hit that like button. It's smash that like button. I never used to. I feel weird about the call to action, like everyone hit like, but saying everyone smash that like button feels good coming out, you know? So smash that like button. Lady Blue Ali Dragon, Lady Ali Blue Dragon. How's it going? Nice to hear from you. Everyone say hello to Lady Ali. Tiffany Washington, what up? I was gonna say something I forgot. We'll carry on. Jake the Snake asks, how would I be able to distinguish a spirit guide or an entity in a dream from just a dream character? I had a dream where I was told something profound by a character. Oh, this is the timeless question of the age when it comes to dreaming and shit, man. How, like, I could make a video titled "How to Distinguish a Spirit Guide from Just a Dream Character" YouTube video, and all I would say in it was, I don't know, because I don't. Again, someone who tells you with absolute certainty if it is or not, it'd be hard to believe. My guess is it would have to be up to you, man. My specialty is not spirit guides. You know what I mean? I do understand that lucid dreaming is a great way to meet a spirit guide or a loved one, or you know what I mean, something outside of yourself, the dream world would be the place to do it, and probably is the place to do it. But I don't think anyone can answer that question other than you. And I'll give you this example. When I had my first lucid dream and I was being chased by the monsters, they weren't monsters. They were these demon things that were chasing me. But when I became lucid, they transformed from these blurry demon things to these light purple skinned Amazonian, like 7-foot tall Amazonian women. Very vivid, very clear, nothing like what it was in the beginning of the nightmare. And they did that. Those things are probably the most foreign things I've ever felt in my dream before. I've met tons of dream characters, and they have this air of like, for me, it's like they have an air of, how do I even explain this? Of aloofness to them. Like imagine Neo in the Matrix. He's been awakened. He learns the truth, comes back into the Matrix, and looks around at people, and you almost get this sense of the regular people just being completely ignorant to the reality of things, right? This aloofness, this ignorance of what's actually going on, because he's seen the real world and he knows what the Matrix is. My dream characters have a sense of that. Like, they have this aloofness to them where I see them and they don't realize that they're in a dream. They're kind of, they feel like they're a part of the dream. Whereas these Amazonian women, they did not feel like they were a part of my dream. They felt foreign. So maybe how they feel, the best answer I could give you is how they feel to you. Like I said, for me, the dream characters feel like they're there, like they're a part of the story. I hope that helps. Hulk smash. Hey, Ryan Watson, what up, dog? And Sir John Smith. Remember, Nene, I've been having spirit guides lately. I've been honoring goddess Durga, Hindu goddess. Merlin is coming around me a lot. Merlin? You got Merlin visiting you in your dreams? How fucking cool is that? Daniela, what up? Satis. I feel like the majority of ManofLettersOfficial squad is on the East Coast, and I always run my lives at this time, which surprises me that everyone on the East Coast dominates the live when it's that late out there. John Tango, what's up, John Tango? La Santa Muerte and Puerto Rican voodoo. Damn, it sounds like some real shit. All right, tips on how to lucid dream. What I wanted to get into this one, as per the title, the missing gaps in the literature on lucid dreaming, is what to do after you have become lucid, which is my biggest interest in lucid dreaming. So I'll talk about that right after I give some basic how-tos on lucid dreaming. I'll keep it short, though. I have some other lucid dreaming videos on my channel, but I'll give some tips. They're short, sweet, and I'm sure you've heard these 1,000 times, but I don't know what else to tell you. Keep a damn dream journal. Keep it fucking consistently, and do reality checks. If you do those two things, you will lucid dream eventually. I'm not saying it'll happen tonight or some BS like that, or it might not happen for another month, but I guarantee you, if you keep a dream journal every day, and you do reality checks every day, you will eventually lucid dream. Now you can get herbal supplements, mugwort, Mexican dream herb, African dream root, and there's another African dream plant that does a lot too. Can't remember the name. Mugwort and Mexican dream herb are what I make personally through my Etsy shop. And again, these are supplements. These are like protein to your workout. Your dream journaling will be the best. And a tip for dream journaling, I just said, but I'll say it again. Keep a pen by your bed, pen and a piece of paper, right next to your bed. When you wake up in the middle of the night with the dream in your head, you will not remember it. Do not convince yourself that you will. I swear to God, everyone thinks that like, oh yeah, I'll remember that when I wake up. You're not going to remember when you wake up. Write down 2 or 3 words. Bagpipes, Robin Williams, and alligators. Boom, write them all down. And then go back to bed. When you wake up, you'll see the 3 words and all the stuff will come flooding back to you. Write down as much as you possibly can. Every detail, color, feeling, emotion, setting, direction, all of it. Write it down. And that's it. You will lucid dream if you do that. Catching up with you guys is so Daniela, I hope that helps. Jake the Snake makes a lot of sense. Character stopped mid-sentence, grabbed me by the shoulders, and shook me while yelling, "Go to the stars," over and over again. That's amazing. Jennifer P, I can't remember what you proposed. I'm sorry. I don't want to say I get a lot of proposals, but there are a handful of proposals, and they're scattered between like 4 different social media platforms. So I'm kind of scatterbrained when it comes to keeping track of. Ooh, Kiyamore, I'm glad we're helping shine some light, shine some moonlight for your bedtime. My bad, you guys. One second. My music done. Yeah, you guys talk amongst yourselves or something. All right, we're back. Vicky Washington, you did make it. I googled if there is actually a magic bean, and there is. It's called Mucuna pruriens. Peruvians kicked up my lucid dreaming big time. It's a nootropic and it's cheap. Ooh, nice. There you go. I'm about to invoke the oregano spirits. I'm about to invoke the oregano spirits with you. Don't mind if I do. I would love me some oregano right now. Wait, what's the Peruvian magical bean that you're talking about? I would like to. This bean, it makes sense that the magic beanstalk took you to the sky. So, oregano, you guys, oregano. The best oregano buddy can buy. Oh shit, that's right. Checking to make sure the screen. Oh, fragrance to fragrance deal. Yeah. Email me. Could you email me, please? I'll keep this short, you guys. We'll get on with the lucid dreaming stuff right now. Jennifer Pete, just shoot me with an email and put that in there. But yes, I'm interested in that. So, Carrying on. You guys came here to hear about some missing gaps in the lucid dreaming, and this, you guys, is where it's at. I understand that it might be cool as hell to fly in dreams, and to visit crazy places and to astral project from your lucid dreams and to have fun. But going lucid in a dream is one kind of difficult. It's easy if you keep up with your practices, but it's extremely difficult to keep up with your practices, which means you don't lucid dream very often, which means you don't have a chance to actually practice your skills inside of the dream. Like, you guys, everything you do takes maintenance and practice, and you wouldn't expect to play an instrument without practicing it daily. So 9 times out of 10, someone tells you about a lucid dream, it doesn't last. And the reason why it doesn't last is because there's all kinds of things like excitement, and things that I can't even explain that rip you out of the lucid dream state. And no one really talks about how to maintain the dream when you're actually finally inside of it. So that has been my focus. I've read the books, and they do talk a bit about this, but the impression that I get is that they're all regurgitated information, because anytime you look up how to maintain a dream, it's rub your hands together or spin in a circle. Both of which work, by the way. But what I learned recently, if you saw my last video, I figured this out, was that what makes most sense to your mind is what's going to make most sense in the lucid dream realm. To me, rubbing my hands together means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Like, if I'm sitting here in front of you, rubbing my hands together, like how the fuck does my mind correlate rubbing my hands together to stability of my reality? It doesn't. There's no connection there. So in my dream, what I did instead was I threw gadgets on the walls that in my mind, I was calling them reality stabilizers, and they were like the landmines from 007. Again, I just talked about this in the last video, but that made sense to me. If I'm sitting here in this world in front of you guys and you go, hey, Keith, these are reality stabilizers, and you stick them onto the wall and they give your reality stability, I would go, all right, I wouldn't know how they operated, but that makes sense to me. Like, okay, you put these things in the wall and they stabilize, like things, gadgets and shit. So that was the longest lucid dream I'd ever been in by far. Not only that, but I threw them up when I was beginning to lose lucidity. I could see the dream vibrating and shaking and rattling. And as the first one hit, the dream got a little more solid. The second one hit, got a little more solid, until the end, the dream was maintained. Now, maybe your guys' searching is better than mine, but when I've always researched lucid dreaming, there seems to be, for whatever reason, this almost lack of information on how to operate creatively inside of a lucid dream. Go figure, you're in a fucking dream. It's the number one place to be creative, is inside of a dream, right? Because the whole idea is to go on the other side, dream some shit up, and then bring it back into the real world. So how this is useful, how is this useful to you? Like, what benefit do you get out of this? One, you get a fucking lucid dream and do it well. That's a treat in and of itself. But both worlds act on each other. So when you're training your conscious mind to interact with the subconscious mind by belief structures, we learn, one, how powerful belief structures are, and two, what belief structures we actually have. We need some sort of definition, right? We need some sort of direction to shoot for. Um, Einstein had it right. Einstein had it right when he said that imagination is far more important than intelligence. Um, because intelligence demands a sort of creativity, a sort of imagination, because everything that's been done has been done. So it doesn't take any creativity to figure out how to do things because they've already been done. You just read out of a book, you do this, and that happens. Great. Well, if you need to change something, you can no longer follow those set of rules. To be smart enough to think of something new is to be creative, is to create something from nothing. Bleeding that over into the dream world, we get this sort of, your dreams are only as good as the structure that you provide. Can I get a hello? No, but seriously, I only knew that line because I wrote it in my book. But it's true. Your dream world, the lucid dream world, is only as good as the structure that you provide for it. And it corresponds exactly to the real world, to the waking life, right? Your waking life is only going to be as good as the structure that you provide for it. If you build your foundation on sand, it's going to be a shitty house, right? If you build it on bedrock, it's going to be a great house. Unless you're like in a canyon and the fire comes through and then mud slides and shit. But for the sake of argument, bedrock is better than sand, right? That being said, you guys gotta fucking learn. You gotta learn and you gotta practice, and you have to be conscious of the mental constructs that you have. Reinforce the ones that help you and destroy the ones that hurt you. And in the process, be creative while doing it. Because if you guys haven't lucid dreamed before, and if some people have messaged me saying, well, how do I know if I lucid dreamed? I did this and that. My response to that is, you fucking know. You'll know. When you do it, you'll know it. It'll be as conscious as you and I right now, only in a dream. It's wild. It's unbelievable. And the possibilities are endless. But when you get inside the dreams, the reason why I'm making this video and I'm so adamant about this is because it's not like people describe it. When you go lucid, you can't immediately just do anything that you want. You can do the things that make sense to you in your head, in your logical mind. If it makes sense to you to do something, then you can do it, which is my whole point. Because you're going to want to do things that don't make sense to you. Like, how do you conceptualize disappearing and reappearing in like a forest, some electronic fairy forest get down happening? Like, how could you imagine just disappearing and reappearing into that new location? Some people can. Some people can be like, oh yeah, I could feel that and sense that and conceptualize that easily. Some people like me, I can't. I would have to, if I was in the dream world, it would be easier for me to say, to open a door and think, okay, on the other side of this door is where I want to be. It's easier for, because I understand that doors lead to things, right? So it's like I'm hacking sort of. I'm trying to be creative, and what makes the most sense for something seemingly ridiculous, like reappearing in a fucking fairy electronic dance party in the middle of the woods. And that's how it's going to work for you guys. You're going to have to figure, okay, what makes the most sense to fly? What makes the most, is it like Superman, right? Superman does this, so maybe you do this and you fly. That might make sense. Or with wings, maybe it makes more sense for you to fly with the wings. So you imagine yourself with the wings and then you start flying. Well, you guys get what I mean. Oh, it's pretty dope though. It's pretty dope. The dream world is subtle, which means it's super susceptible to energies. Like you have a thought and your dream is going to recoil from that thought almost instantaneously, which is important because when you train your consciousness to be extremely focused on something and extremely dialed in on something in the dream world, it reciprocates into the waking world. Because your waking world and your dream state are the same. What you lack in the physical world, you most likely lack in the dream world. And what you struggle on in the dream world, obviously you struggle on in the real world. So to fix one in either world is to fix both simultaneously. Can I get a hello? I'm going to stop jacking Raw Smart, but it is a good line for fucking heavy hitting lines. Anywho, it's true. To fix one in the dream world is to fix one in the waking world, which is the direction I want to take lucid dreaming in. Not just necessarily partying with babes in the woods, but correcting things in both your waking and your dream world so that you're just an overall better person, better at getting shit done, more efficient, more whatever it is that you want to be. So that the thing about lucid dreams, here's a weird thing. I've met a bunch of people who study dreams professionally at universities and shit, and they never studied lucid dreaming, and that blew me away because I thought, well, surely lucid dreaming must be one of the most important topics for someone in dream psychology. And given this is only maybe 2 or 3 people I brought this up with, they kind of shook their head at me. Like, lucid dreams, no, we don't study lucid dreams. We study. It was like they lifted their. I was like, you fucking study dreams. Get out of here. You're gonna fucking raise your nose to me about lucid. Like I'm some kind of woo. You over here studying dragons and shit, and I can't try to lucid dream. Anywho, they don't focus on lucid dreaming, which I found bizarre because one, it's scientifically proven that people lucid dream, and two, I've done it and I've experienced it firsthand multiple times. So what better proof if not that? But my point is, studying dreams is great for archetypes, meaning like what archetype do you relate to? And an archetype is like a fancy word for how you show up in the world. So there's a warrior archetype, and there's a goddess archetype, and there's a healer archetype, and there's a jester archetype, king. Like these are all archetypes, and studying dreams are good for that, for recognizing dream archetypes and dream symbology. But lucid dreaming is actively diving into your subconscious. Going over your regular dreams is as a passive way of learning about your dreams, about your subconscious. Lucid dreaming is an active way because you actually take your consciousness with you into the dream space. So you're merging both of them in one, which should be one of the most important fucking studies on the planet, right? At least in dream psychology. But no, it's not even recognized in dream psychology, which again blows me away. I don't know, you guys. I don't know, but it keeps me up at night. Just going down to read your guys's I Miss Oregano. Queen of the Harpies. I'm looking down at my phone now, you guys. So I guess I could look at it up here to read your guys' comments. What a doo doo boo boo. How can you donate? Damn, I didn't put my Rebooted Mind. My channel's not monetized. My channel's not monetized, so you can't donate. I fucking wish you could. I can't connect my YouTube to get paid, basically. So I don't make any money off my videos, which is kind of a bummer. You can donate to my PayPal. I have a PayPal.me where it's just like same thing, donation, but through PayPal. I didn't put it up this time. I normally don't. I fucking forget it even exists. But I would love it if you did. I could type that in if you guys want. Rebooted Mind. In my dreams, my heart rate is directly related to how long I can stay in the dream. When I realize I'm lucid dreaming, my heart rate will increase, waking me up. If I can control my heart rate, I can stay in. Rebooted Mind. Perfect. So if I were you and I was in the dream space and you were lucid dreaming and you could sense the heart rate picking up, maybe conceptualize some type of machine that slows your heart down, or if you don't like mechanical shit and you're more of an organic person, imagine some kind of rub, some kind of like essence you can pour in your chest that soothes your heart to like calm your heart down. It sounds silly, you guys, I know. But it works. And I swear it works. Rebooted Mind, Wim Hof's on some shit. You still got that. Elizabeth John. I struggle to be an I don't know. What's the context of the exotic dancer? Are you killing it? Are you killing being an exotic dancer? And it's not just the exotic dancer. There's aspects of being an exotic dancer. Like, for example, you're an icon. Everyone stares at you, right? And if you're doing really well, that means you're really enjoying yourself. And if you're really enjoying yourself, that means you are enjoying people watching you, which means you're good with people, or you're outgoing, or you have unbelievable confidence in yourself, or you know what I mean? It's not just about dancing. It's about the feel. It's about the feel of the whole thing, of all the mechanisms operating at the same time. Unity, love, we are happy that you are here. Jake the Snake, can I get an amen on that? Can I get a hello there? Can we slow motion that? All of the above. Elizabeth John, well, there you go. I think we just summed up your whole life. You're just generally killing it and enjoy men staring at you while exotic dancing. Oh, you guys can Venmo me if you want. It's just Keith Dash Garcia. I'm gonna throw my Venmo up on there. Except I'm pretty sure my dash button is broken. There you go. If you guys want to Venmo me, that's my name. Ooh, and my email is. If you guys need my email for any reason, it's 10 cents an email. By the way, I charge 10 cents squared an email. Sweet. Well, I feel like I pretty much went in on that. I'm not sure if I left anything else out. You guys don't have to give me money, by the way. You can just buy my products. I mean, you can give me money too, that works. But I make a whole bunch of relevant shit to this channel, so that's my shop. 7 cents. All right, 7 cents, but I need a minimum of 5 emails. But we can work out 7 cents. Hit it. Cool. Questions? Questions? Concerns? Shout out to my dad for the homemade pickles. We're about to start selling homemade pickles, you guys. I know that's not necessarily Man of Letters-esque, but these things are dank as hell. We'll be selling these things soon. Or my dad will. I like drinking the juice, too. What do I recommend you mix with the botanist gin? This is the botanist gin. I just mixed tonic, man. Straight up elderberry tonic. I don't get fancy with it and some lime. However, I ran out of tonic. So I just used straight lime. Just some lime, poured over some ice. That seems to do the trick. Oh, no, they're not sweet. They're actually spicy. I don't do sweet pickles. I like them spicy. Good night, Lady Ali. Thanks for stopping by while you did. It is much appreciated. And for the rest of you guys, I'm seriously considering stopping this video right now and starting up a new one to start reading the Kybalion, because it's 9 and bedtime is not till about 10:30, so we have a decent amount of time to do a live audiobook of the Kybalion. Thoughts? Oh, there you go, rebooted. Chakras and chasers. No chasers tonight, chakras. Just straight up gin. So it's kind of like chakras and anti-chakras, because I'm pretty sure liquor is not good for the chakras. Dark Moon, you been on here the whole time? How you doing, man? Okay. Well, with that being said, I'm going to Malia Beauty Goddess. We're logging out right now, but we're actually logging right back in to do a live reading of the Kybalion. You see this, guys? This is homemade rosemary oil, distilled by a man of letters himself. How fucking cool is that? My next big splurge is going to be on a big ass steel vat so I can distill one of these entire jars all at one time. At least that's the plan. I want to get to the point. What you see here was probably about six distillations of a jar that was probably the size of my head. I did that 6 times, and this is all the liquid I got out of it. Maybe a little more because I've used some. But this shit's no joke. Oh, it smells so good though. Oh, yeah. Did Ashira? My bad. We're gonna end this and jump on Kabayan right away. But before I get off, Chakras and Chasers, did Ashira go live and open the box that I gave her? Because I haven't put the oils up yet. Yeah, what Elizabeth John said. Good luck on the apartment. Chakras and Chasers, you went Lucid a couple nights ago? Hell yeah. Um, I know you need rosemary oil. I don't have rosemary oil to sell right now because I get so little out of it that I don't want to sell it. I'd rather use it myself, or I would charge a lot for it to make it worthwhile. But maybe I'll just give you some. Maybe I'll just give you some next time you get some. What happened in your lucid dream, Chocolate Chasers? Last thing, and then we're logging out. Quick. 1, 2, 3, go. You guys' comments take a while to show up on my phone, so it might be a while. Simple enough. Sat there and watched people go by in a lucid dream, eh? That's just about as far as I got in my lucid dream. And then I asked someone to help me stay lucid in the dream, and he looked at me like I was retarded. And then he was the wrong person to ask because I immediately lost lucidity. It's like the most ridiculous lucid dream I've ever had. I could smell pine. Nice. I haven't had smells in lucid dreams yet. All right, you guys, I'm logging out. I'm logging out. I'm grabbing a snack, and then from about maybe 9 till 10, I'll run a live audiobook reading of the Emerald Tablets. All right, thank you guys for being here in the live as per usual. If you're checking out, have a good night. Buenas noches. If not, I'll see you pronto en un momento.